In today's video, we will take a closer look at the Shiftcam Sling bag that you can see right in front of me. This is the first ever, at least to my knowledge, bag that was specifically made for mobile creators that are shooting with their smartphones. It is a very cool bag. It has lots of storage, even though it's not looking super big, and it has some very cool party tricks built in. In this video, we'll take a closer look at it. So without any further ado, let's get started. Welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, I'm super excited to have you. My name is Julian and I'm the creator of Smartphone Filmmaking Pro. In case you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so as we're very soon to hitting 100,000 subscribers. All right, so today, as I mentioned before, we will take a closer look at the Shiftcam Sling bag. And when Shiftcam approached me if I wanted to test this out, I thought like, well, yeah, it's looking pretty cool, but it's probably not gonna be anything special. It's just like a regular camera bag. But when I started using that and when I have been using it outdoors, like I noticed very quickly that they have put in some very big thought process, and you know, everything is like very well thought out. Everything makes a lot of sense. And even though it does have a pretty small footprint, you can put in tons of stuff into that. So I have been using the bag today when I was shooting outdoors, and I still have everything that I used today in the bag. And I would say I will just show you like how everything is working and what I have packaged into this. So at the top here, you have a zipper. You can just open that up and this brings you into the main compartment. And this is the coolest thing in my opinion, because there you just have a quick access to your smartphone. So as you can see, I'm using the Shiftcam Pro grip, and you can, rotate that to be using vertically or horizontally. And you can just access this, it's opening it up and then being able to use that. Like it's probably gonna take you, I don't know, 5 seconds. And that's also the goal that Shiftcam had with this entire setup, to make it just super fast and super accessible. Because when you're filming with your smartphone, when you're capturing photos, the goal is to not miss any moment. And by the way, you're not only having quick access to the smartphone itself, but let's say you also wanted to add like an add-on lens, something like this, then you're just gonna pull on this rod right here. And then you can just screw that in. And depending on how fast you can screw, like you will have a setup like this, which is looking absolutely epic. And that is also gonna create some absolutely epic results. You will have that ready in like only a couple of seconds, which is really cool. Once you're done filming or you need another lens, just put that back into the pouch. Put also your smartphone back in, close that, put the magnets down. So at the front here, you can see you have some magnets, and then you're ready to go again and move on. And whenever you're ready to capture another shot, you'll be able to access everything within just a couple of seconds. Let's get back into the main compartment, because besides the smartphone itself, you can obviously also put in tons of other things. And here, this is very modular. Like the entire setup of the Shiftcam Sling bag, all of this is super modular. Like you do have tons of storage, and you can basically just put in whatever you want. What I currently have right here, this is the rain pouch, because the weather has not been super well today. You can just put that above the bag, and then nothing will get wet. What I also like to carry with me was this tripod today. So I just put this into the bag, and this is also the Shiftcam tripod. It's super small, super lightweight, but also actually very sturdy, very nice to use. And yeah, I like having this with me because like you never know, a tripod is always nice to have. And the fact that you can fit all of this into this small bag right here is just really cool, especially if you're traveling or especially if you are on the go. But that's basically everything that I had in the main compartment right here. And now let's check out the compartment at the front right here. And this is really cool. I'm not sure if you can see that. Here you can put in 3 lenses, and you can just pick your 3 favorite lenses. This is the 60mm telephoto lens, and they have also this quick release. You can just pull on that rod right here, and then you will be able to access the lenses a lot easier. Then I also have a second one. This is just a regular macro lens. And the third lens was the 75mm long range macro lens. And obviously you can just put in whatever that you want. And what I did, I also brought in all the filters that they're offering. So I have the big set from Shiftcam, and I also brought all the filters that they have. So I did have a variable ND filter, a CPL filter, and then I also had another ND filter in here, and all of this just in this small bag, which is just really cool. One small add-on that I personally really love is that they also added a cleaning cloth into this package right here. It also has the Shiftcam logo engraved into it. And you know, once you're using add-on lenses and you're on the go, like it might happen that you just touch the lenses, and having a cleaning cloth, a microfiber cloth with you, just being able to wipe down the lens and to make it, you know, clean again. So this is basically it when it comes to what I have been carrying today. And you know, if you have this with you, like you can shoot some absolutely amazing stuff. Obviously, you could also bring a gimbal with you or some audio gear, like whatever that you want. And that also brings me to the modularity of the system, because they not only have this system right here, but let's say you have like a gimbal setup and an audio setup and a lighting setup. Like you could bring some different add-ons that you can put into the Shiftcam Sling bag, and yeah, I'll just show you how that looks. So these are the different add-ons that you can pre-prepare, like I said before, a gimbal setup or a lighting or an audio setup, or also like a small camera in case you're into that. So this is meant to be holding small mirrorless cameras. I currently don't have one, so I can't put anything in there, but you know, you could also use that. And the goal or the thing that Shiftcam has been thinking about is, for example, let's open this up right here. Let me show you what I have in it. So here, for example, I have another grip. This one is also from Shiftcam. So this is a bit smaller. This is also very lightweight in case you don't need the pro grip. Like this is the smaller brother. Here I also have a gimbal. So in case I want to shoot some very steady footage, I can use that. Here at the top, I also brought a light with me. So in case I need to light a person or anything, I have that with me. And here is nothing. So another very tiny setup that, you know, depending on what I'm shooting, I can just use that. You know, I can just put that into the main compartment and then also add all of that stuff. Let me show you here real quick how this is working. I can just place that in here, close that, and then I just have everything in this bag right here in a completely different setup. Obviously, I can't take the tripod now with me, but that's just a different setup. And then you could also be doing this exact same thing with this other bag right here. This has like a very cool, you know, structure on top of it. And here I also have prepared another setup. Here I've put in my DJI mic, so in case I need some high quality audio, and then I have put in all of the other different add-on lenses that Shiftcam has to offer. So for example, here I have the 16mm wide angle lens in case I want to be using that. And again, I could also close that and then take that with me either separately, or if I know that I'm gonna be using that, then I can also put that into the main bag. And also when it comes to the comfort and the wearing experience, like I think it's very comfortable, it's very ergonomic. You can obviously also change the size right here. So in case it's too big or too small for you, like you can just change that here very quickly, very easily. And with other bags, I had that in the past, like by the time you're using that for longer periods of time, like it gets super heavy and uncomfortable. And I did not have anything like this with this bag right here. At the beginning of the video, I also mentioned that it does have some party tricks, and one of the party tricks is this thing right here. This is basically a MagSafe mount. If I'm on the go, I can just put my smartphone here onto this MagSafe mount right here. As you can see, it works also with the Shiftcam case that I'm using here. So this is their case, and this is very handy, by the way, in case you're also using their lenses, because you can just screw it in. But it works very nice here. And in case you want to, I don't know, capture some POV style shots, or you could obviously also take this mount here off and just, you know, put it at the front here. And then you will have like a mobile selfie setup in case you want to film yourself. If you're using that bag outdoors, if you're shooting a lot, like you notice that everything is on its spot for a reason. Everything is working extremely fine. And especially if you are a mobile shooter, and especially if you're also using add-on lenses and all that stuff, and you want to change that out frequently, like this is an absolute must-have in my opinion. I will put links to everything that you have been seeing throughout this video below that like button. Huge thanks also to Shiftcam for sending the bag over and for supporting the channel. And in case you have not seen the video where I'm showing you step by step how you can shoot cinematic videos using the Galaxy S24 Ultra, then click this video over there.